When it comes to attraction, people often overcomplicate things, but the truth is, when a girl is into you, the signs are usually pretty obvious if you're paying attention. Whether you're navigating the early stages of dating or trying to figure out if she sees you as more than a friend, there are telltale signs that speak louder than words. Here are 5 unmistakable signals that a girl wants you. Number 1, she initiates contact a lot. When trying to understand whether a girl is interested in you, one of the most telling signs lies in the way she communicates. While attraction can be expressed in many subtle and not so subtle ways, a powerful indicator is how often and how enthusiastically she initiates contact. If she's frequently texting you first, calling out of the blue just to check in, or sending you memes that remind her of shared jokes, it's not merely casual interaction, it's deliberate and meaningful. These gestures suggest she's trying to stay present in your life, even in small ways. Initiating contact is rarely just about politeness. In fact, when someone repeatedly reaches out without any clear necessity, it often points to deeper interest. A girl who wants you will find reasons to talk even when there's nothing urgent or practical to discuss. This kind of communication is her way of saying she enjoys your presence, your thoughts, and your energy. Also, it shows that you occupy her mind when you're not around, prompting her to connect in any way she can. Additionally, when she sends you funny videos, memes, or inside jokes, she's creating and nurturing a shared emotional space. These digital moments may seem small, but they are building blocks of a personal connection. She's not just trying to make you laugh. She's suddenly reinforcing that you two have something unique. Furthermore, her desire to be part of your daily routine, even virtually, reflects her intention to deepen your bond. It's also important to consider the consistency of her communication. A girl who genuinely wants you won't just reach out once and disappear for days. She makes the effort to stay in your world. Whether it's sending a quick message in the morning or asking about your day in the evening, she's not doing it out of obligation. She's doing it because she cares. All of this comes down to one key truth. When a girl wants you, she makes time for you, not because she has to, but because she wants your attention, and more importantly, your presence. Initiating contact frequently and with genuine interest is her way of letting you know that you're on her mind and likely in her heart. Number 2, she finds excuses to touch you. In the world of subtle signals and unspoken chemistry, one of the most telling signs of a girl's romantic interest is her tendency to find reasons, however small or seemingly innocent, to touch you. This physical contact isn't just random. It's a deliberate, though often subconscious gesture that bridges emotional connection and physical closeness. When a girl wants you, the space between you begins to shrink, and touch becomes her way of saying what words might not yet get expressed. It often starts with light, casual interactions, a brush on the arm as she laughs, a playful shove during a teasing remark, or even a quick adjustment of your shirt color. These are not just friendly or habitual actions. They are soft invitations into a shared, more intimate space. Also, these gestures typically carry a certain warmth and familiarity that wouldn't exist if she didn't feel a deeper connection. It's in the way her hand lingers just a second longer than necessary, or how often these coincidental touches seem to happen during your conversations. Additionally, comfort plays a big role in these moments. When a girl feels emotionally safe and drawn to someone, her physical boundaries naturally relax. She won't flinch away from closeness. Instead, she'll subtly lean into it. Whether you're walking side by side and her fingers lightly graze yours, or you're seated close and she casually rests her hand on your shoulder while making a point, these touches suggest she's testing the waters of mutual attraction. Furthermore, they often come paired with other cues: sustained eye contact, genuine laughter, or slightly flirtatious comments that reinforce her interest. It's important to notice the nature of these touches. Friendly hugs are common and might not mean much on their own, but when touches seem to have an element of flirtation or are repeated over time, they take on a different meaning. Also, her body language during these interactions often reveals even more. Open posture, leaning in when she speaks, or mirroring your movements all contribute to the underlying message of interest. Ultimately, physical touch is a powerful form of communication, especially when words might still be hesitant. If you find you're reaching out, literally in small but meaningful ways, it's likely not accidental. She's signaling that she wants to be closer, both emotionally and physically. Recognizing these cues doesn't require overanalyzing every movement, but rather tuning into the overall feeling of connection and comfort that builds between you. When a girl finds excuses to touch you, she may just be hoping you'll notice the message she's sending loud and clear. She wants you. Number 3. She laughs even when you're not that funny. Understanding whether a girl is interested in you can sometimes feel like trying to read a book with half the pages missing. One of the most telling signs, however, often lies in the subtle ways she reacts to you, particularly in how she laughs. If she laughs even when your jokes are mediocre at best, or when your sense of humor veers into the territory of cheesy dad jokes, it might be a signal that she sees you as more than just a friend. Laughter, especially when it's a little too enthusiastic for the situation, is rarely just about the joke. It's often about the person telling it. When a girl is into you, she tends to respond to your presence with more energy and emotion. That energy shows up in her smile, in her tone of voice, and in her laughter, even when what you said wasn't really that funny. This kind of laughter is less about amusement and more about connection. It's a way of saying, "I like being around you," without having to spell it out. Also, when someone is emotionally invested, their reactions become more exaggerated. You might notice her eyes light up when you enter a room or catch her leaning in closer during conversations. Alongside these behaviors, laughter becomes a tool for building rapport. If she chuckles at your corny punchlines or bursts out laughing at a story that didn't get the same reaction from others, it could be her subconscious way of reinforcing a bond she wants to grow. Additionally, this kind of laughter isn't just about flirtation, it's about comfort. A girl who feels at ease with you will allow herself to react more freely. That freedom often translates into laughter, even in quiet or seemingly mundane moments. She might laugh at your quirky observations or the way you mispronounce a word. These small moments show that she enjoys not only what you say, but who you are. Furthermore, emotional attraction often heightens our sensitivity to someone's presence. If she finds herself drawn to your energy, she may laugh more readily, simply because she wants to keep the interaction going. Her laughter becomes an invitation, a gentle encouragement to keep talking, to stay close, to continue the moment just a little longer. So the next time you say, "Do you," or something that barely qualifies as funny, and she still laughs, take a second look. It might not be about the joke at all, it might just be about you. Number 4, she tries to impress you. When trying to figure out if a girl is interested in you, one of the most telling signs is the effort she puts into impressing you. This behavior can manifest in subtle or overt ways, often revealing more than words ever could. It's a blend of visual cues, conversational nuances, and the energy she brings to your interactions. A clear indication is when she noticeably puts effort into her appearance. Whenever you're around, maybe she styles her hair a bit differently, wears an outfit she knows flatters her, or applies makeup more carefully than usual. These changes might seem small or even coincidental, but they can be her way of signaling that your opinion matters to her. Also, her attention to detail and how she presents herself can reflect a desire to be seen in the best possible light, especially by you. In addition to her physical appearance, a girl who wants you may start opening up about her passions and personal achievements. She might bring up her involvement in art, sports, music, or any area where she feels confident and accomplished. These mentions are often more than just casual conversation. They can be strategic, a way to show you her depth and drive. Furthermore, by sharing these parts of herself, she's hoping to spark your admiration and curiosity, inviting you to take a deeper interest in who she truly is. You may also find that she suddenly steers conversations toward topics where she can shine, whether it's a recent accomplishment at work or a personal project she's proud of. These moments allow her to show off her strengths in a natural yet intentional way. Additionally, she may even downplay her efforts to seem modest, which can make her appear even more genuine. This balance between confidence and humility is often a powerful tool for attraction. Her body language and tone can further reinforce her desire to impress. Leaning in when you speak. Maintaining eye contact and laughing a little more freely at your jokes are ways she shows she's engaged and responsive. Also, the way she really listens to what you say, can be a sign that she values your thoughts and wants to connect on a deeper level. All of this comes together to create a pattern of behavior that goes beyond friendliness. When a girl tries to impress you, it's often a sign that she sees you as someone special. It's her way of inviting you into her world, hoping that you'll see what she has to offer and be drawn to it. While words might sometimes be vague or guarded, her efforts to stand out in your eyes speak volumes. Number 5, she includes you in her future plans. When trying to decipher a girl's feelings, it's often the subtle, consistent behaviors that speak the loudest. One of the most telling signs that she may want something more than friendship is when she begins to include you in her future plans. This simple but powerful gesture reveals a mindset that sees you as a lasting presence rather than a fleeting moment in her life. Consider the way she talks about upcoming events or things she wants to experience. If she casually says something like, "We should try that new restaurant sometime," or "You'd really enjoy this series, I'll make you watch it," she's not just sharing her interests, she's also expressing a desire to experience those things with you. These aren't just throwaway comments. They reflect a deeper level of emotional investment. When she begins to link her future experiences with your presence, it's a sign that she's mentally picturing you as part of her journey. Additionally, the language she uses may suddenly shift from individualistic to inclusive phrases that include "we," "us," or "together," suggests that she no longer sees herself moving through life alone, but rather as part of a team, one that includes you. This shift, though small, reveals a lot about her intentions. It's a natural progression that often happens when someone begins to see another person as an integral part of their life, not just in the present, but in the days and months to come. Furthermore, these mentions of shared experiences serve another purpose. They create emotional bonds in shared anticipation. When she talks about seeing a movie with you or going on a trip together, she's not just expressing interest. She's laying the foundation for memories that haven't even happened yet. This kind of future projection requires a certain level of emotional safety and trust, key ingredients in romantic connection. It indicates that she is comfortable enough to imagine you being around, not just now, but consistently. Also, worth noting is the frequency and spontaneity of these mentions. If she brings up future plans regularly and without prompting, it's often an unconscious signal of her emotional attachment. She might not even realize she's doing it, which makes it all the more genuine. Her mind naturally includes you when she thinks about what's next in her life, which strongly suggests she wants you to be more than a casual acquaintance. In relationships, people rarely include someone in their future unless they care deeply about them. So when a girl starts envisioning a future that includes you, no matter how casually it's framed, it's a meaningful sign. It shows that she values your presence and imagines it continuing. Whether it's a concert next month or a vague idea about someday traveling together, these forward-looking comments hold weight. Ultimately, when a girl incorporates you into her plans and dreams, it's more than wishful thinking. It's a reflection of how she sees you fitting into her world. Pay attention to those subtle cues. They often say more than any grand gesture ever could. Thanks for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for future videos.